Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. As you can see down in the title here, I'm giving you guys 6 tips to above and beyond the weekender. Thought I would give a little quick tip for you guys as the weekender is coming along, and I just really wanted some of you guys to survive the weekender. If you haven't done so yet, hit the subscribe button somewhere. Comment down below, who are you excited to see at Above and Beyond Weekender? And don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you really like it. Alright, let's get to the video. Alright guys, ABGT was probably the most plur and probably one of the best festivals I've gone to or been to so far. Nothing to complain about except for one thing. So let's get started with tip number 1. Tip number 1 is the most important tip from this video. So please, 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 please pay attention, and I hope that you'll bring a lot of things based on what I'm sharing today. Alright, so tip number 1, prepare for the heat and sun. Honestly, last year at ABGT, it was so hot. Like, you don't even understand, like, hot. Like, yeah, it's a desert or some sort of desert, but honestly, very, very hot. My friends and I, we were at terrace camp. So we were lucky enough to have AC in the washrooms. However, we had like normal camping. Well, we still had terrace camp, but we had an area with lots of RVs. And that was probably the one thing that we realized was that during that weekend, we were like, oh my God, it's so hot. We were literally waking up at like 6, 7 a.m. max for those people, the people that were able to handle the heat in the morning. But yeah, it was just so hot, like nothing was comfortable. At that point, we were all just like dying outside of our tent, especially when you're in the tent in the morning. Your tent is just hot. So people in the RVs, they were like, chilling. They had their AC, and then all of us were like, yo, next time we go to ABGT or the Gorge during this time of the year, you have to stay in an RV because it's just so hot. So yeah, that's my one big tip if you're going, and if you haven't found a place yet, but I'm pretty sure you have already because it's too last minute now if you were to. An RV is definitely one, but since I'm talking about sun and heat, please, please, please bring your essentials like sunscreen, bring a fan, bring like a spray water bottle, bring a hat. I wouldn't even recommend bringing a pashmina, it's just way too hot. What else? Sunglasses, anything that will keep you cool, honestly. And one of my biggest tricks that I did last year was I told everyone, guys, it was just so hot. Oh yes, don't forget your hydration bag. But it was just so hot last year. I literally was like, guys, I do not care. I do not care if I get in trouble. I have nothing to lose. So what I did was I actually got a lot of ice and put it into my hydration bag. I kid you not, guys. It's so hot at the Gorge, especially during this time. You're just gonna want to keep drinking cold water, ice water. So you know what? I snuck in ice into my hydration bag, got into the venue easily, and then I just... So basically, I got checked by this guy, gave him candy, and he's fucking plur, so I gave him candy. Let's fucking go. Then I refilled my water, sorry I can't talk right now, but yeah, I refilled my hydration bag with water at the venue, and I was just like, yeah, I don't regret this at all. The ice is just amazing. Like, I kid you not, guys, it's just hot at ABGT, and you gotta do anything to keep you cool during the weekend. Also, another thing is that, you know, like for some of you who are staying at like GA camp or Gold camp or whatever camp that's pretty far away from the venue, and you don't even have a shuttle, like us terrace camp, we had shuttles, so it was a bit easier for us. But again, for us, less spending time in the sun. Therefore, again, we just brought all our essentials because it was just so hot at the Gorge. But if you're, again, staying at like far away camps, just please bring all your essentials, because I kid you not, that walk from like regular camp to the venue, just torturous. So please bring all your heat, sun essentials, because you do not want to die at the Gorge. So now moving on, and related to this topic, is bring comfortable shoes. As I mentioned, I said, you know, the people who are staying at camp, like far away camp, like GA, Gold, whatever else camp, you're doing that long walk to the gorge. And honestly, in the heat, you're just like, do I even want to make it to the venue? And I kid you not, people are obviously, there's everyone different, wearing different things. But the most important thing is really bringing comfortable shoes, just because if you're camping at GA or Gold Camp or whatever camp that is walking a long distance, and mind you, that walk is 20-30 minutes. It's not even a 5-minute walk, it's a 20-30 minute walk, and you're walking in that hot sun. So really bring comfortable shoes if you want to be a comfortable raver that weekend. Just wear comfortable shoes. Honestly, ABGT is such a chill, laid back festival. I would honestly just wear comfortable shoes. That's what I did last year. Just wore comfortable runners and I was all good. But again, I was at terrace camp, so I had shuttles to the venue, and so I didn't have to worry about walking the distance every single day to the gorge. So for those at GA, Gold Camp, or whatever else camp, please wear comfortable shoes so you're gonna have a great time walking to the venue and not struggling through the heat, and being able to be comfortable during the festival. All right, tip number 3. Bring a portable stool. This is what I learned last year. Honestly, it was just so hot that all I wanted to do was buy a slushie and then sit on a chair and watch a show. And again, if you watch my video from last year, I went sober. I literally was just sober the whole entire weekend, literally. So for me, all I cared about was having a good time with my friends, munching on food, and drinking lots of water and some drinks, like slushy drinks and stuff, just because it was just so hot. So my mind the whole entire time was just thinking of staying hydrated and eating food and being comfortable at the festival, therefore sitting on a stool. But I didn't bring a portable stool. I actually I actually got like the T-Mobile chairs, and which you can get for free at the venue. I think you just have to show that you're with the network or something. And I'm Canadian, so I had like the roaming T-Mobile or something like that. And so the girl at the station was like, hey, you can get a chair because you're a T-Mobile client. I was like, great. So I got a free chair and got to sit on the hill sometimes when I wanted to. But yeah, that's another tip. Bring a stool if you want. You can also rent, or yeah, if you're a T-Mobile person or something, it may be different this year, I'm not sure. You can just show your phone and then show your provider, and then you'll get a T-Mobile chair. So that's another tip for the festival. Another tip is make sure you read all the rules. Why? It's because security there is actually really, really good. They know the rules. Some people are strict, some people are lenient. It's always like that at a festival. And especially people who know the rules, they'll just throw anything in that you bring into the festival. So just make sure you read the rules before going into the festival. And they also do have metal detectors. And again, I know we already went through this incident of Beyond. So, again, let's just be safe, bring the things that are allowed into the festival. This is a plur festival, so let's be safe. And again, just be careful and read all the rules. That's really, really important. So you know what's allowed in, and you're not forgetting anything, and you're good to go for the festival. All right, tip number 5. Don't forget to bring any candy or anything to trade, just because ABGT, again, like, I don't know why, for me anyways, I found that ABGT was more plur just because everyone was just so much more giving. I don't know, like the vibes were just, I have to say, it's very different from EDC. Like, I feel that EDC has just become so much more mainstream due to social media. However, like ABGT, it's more of like, it's so different. It's more of like a subgenre. Not everyone's gonna like trance, for example. But for me, for example, I just came in with an open mind. I'm not really much of a trance listener, but just because I went with a good group of people and also like people who love the music, it made me just feel so like, whoa. And then I was like, all right, these guys converted me into liking trance. So it was a whole different experience for me. But again, like, it's just really important that you bring like anything to trade. Everyone's just so giving. You get so many things. Like last year, should I grab my stuff? Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna grab my stuff that I got from last year. I'm back, guys. Okay, so last year I got so many things. Should I say side note? I know that I'm just getting off topic from my video now, but maybe just bring a poncho just in case. I don't know if it's gonna rain, but it's definitely gonna be a hot one this year. Last year, I got a freaking ring. It lights up. I don't know if it works still. I've been using it to almost every festival I've been going to. But yeah, it's supposed to light up. Focus. There you go. So that's one I got. And then I had more like light up bracelets, which I don't think this, oh, it still lights up. It's still kind of living. And then what else did I get? I got a lot of things. Like, oh yeah, I got this from someone who just came up to me. And then, honestly, I got so happy. Oh yeah, guys, my first perler. Amazing. And then group therapy wristband, which was so amazing. Again, trans ma'am, you guys are amazing. There's a lot more that I got, but I just can't go through all the candy there. And then I got a lanyard. And then I got a lanyard from last year too. So amazing. And then it had the set times on it. I wasn't too sure who gave it, but someone gave it, and I was so shook that I got so many trades. But honestly, at ABGT, I was shuffling a lot, and last year's was my first time shuffling, really shuffling. Like, I shuffled in 2018, only did the Running Man, and then last year I started learning all these shuffle moves, and then so I actually started doing more shuffling last year in the festivals I went to. But really at ABGT, I was practicing a lot. Like, I kept shuffling every single day, and that's why I went sober as well too, just because I wanted to just shuffle and, like, you know, just show people that you don't need to use anything at a music festival. You can be a sober raver. But that was such a great time. I had such an amazing time, honestly, and I don't regret it at all. Lastly, last tip in this video is it's really important to bring your earplugs. Remember, earplugs will help you prevent from getting tinnitus, and that's for all music festivals. So this is pretty much it, my 6 tips for ABGT. Again, to reiterate everything that I went over, remember, prepare for the heat and sun. Okay, sunglasses, hat, spray bottles, sunscreen, ice, maybe bring a towel, all those things to keep you all cool and hydrated during the festival. Number 2 was wearing comfortable shoes. Remember, ABGT, you can walk for hours. It can take a long time to even get to the venue. So again, like, you're just another music festival that you're kind of like in the desert, so you want to make sure you're wearing comfortable shoes so that you're comfortable during the festival. Bringing a portable stool is another one if you'd like to sit and chill. It is quite tiring again, especially in this heat. So do whatever that makes you comfortable. Number 4, make sure you read all the rules. Again, it's so important just because you can, you know, something can get thrown out if you were at the security and they're like, oh, you're not allowed that. So just make sure you read all the rules again. Don't forget to bring any candy or anything you want to trade, because again, it's one of the most plur festivals. And lastly, bringing your earplugs. So make sure again, guys, that you hopefully bring everything that I've mentioned. This is my biggest tip for all of you guys, just because it's the most essential in my opinion. I feel that if you follow all of this, you'll have such an amazing ABGT and that you won't regret anything. But you won't regret anything at ABGT. It's already an amazing festival. I wish I was going. Unfortunately, this is a festival that I will be missing this year. Already went to Ultra, EDC, as a Canadian music festival goer. A lot of things are just way too expensive for us now. So just being realistic out here. But I hope you guys all have fun. Low-key jealous. Low-key having FOMO. Even it's a Shambhala weekend as well. Having really big FOMO for all these festivals. But you know what? Next year, I'm definitely going to redeem myself. But anyways, I hope you guys have a safe ABGT the Weekender. I hope you guys have a great time. Can't wait to hear all the stories, all the comments. Yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. And again, if you've already, you know, come to this end here, don't forget to like this video, comment down below who you're excited to see at ABGT, what other music festivals are you going to this summer, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button. All right, guys, I'll see you guys next time. Peace.